What's going on in Barcelona? That is a short question with a relatively long answer. There's a lot of building going on in Barcelona. There's some Corona. There's some amazing Gaudi architecture. Amazing, gorgeous. But I don't think that's what you're referring to. I think you're referring to Barçagate. Is that what you're asking? What's going on in Barcelona? It's called Barçagate. Before I answer what's going on in Barcelona, I want to talk about Gate, because it occurred to me when I said to Coca, when we saw this question preparing for the show, Deflategate, Spygate, Bridgegate, Bridge and Tunnel Gate with Christie during something. I don't know what happened when they closed a bridge down. Someone went to jail. Someone quit. Gate. Why is everything called Gate? Did you know that started with something called Watergate? Do you know what Watergate is? Watergate is the name given to the scandal which caused the resignation of our president, Richard Nixon. It was a huge investigation into lying, wrongdoing. There was investigation upon investigation. There were wiretaps. There were phone taps. There were everything. Nixon was going to be impeached. He may have actually been impeached. But before he could be convicted, you know, when you're impeached, that means articles of impeachment are sent from the House to the Senate. The Senate holds a trial. If you are convicted of impeachment, that's when you're dixied. So Nixon never got convicted. So Nixon never got impeached. There were articles of impeachment that were forwarded to the Senate, but there was no trial. He resigned. So that was called Watergate. Watergate was named after the area where this took place, the Watergate complex, where all the spying happened and all the nefarious stuff. There was a very conservative columnist and writer named William Safire. William Safire coined it Watergate because it was Watergate. And then he started calling everything Gate. David Gate, Coca Gate, John Gate, Hotel Gate. William Safire started calling everything Gate that was anything related to a possible scandal, even though they were tiny and unimportant as compared to what happened with the president, because he wanted you to not associate Watergate as a big deal. He wanted you studying Watergate in history to say, oh, it must be like Deflategate. I don't know what Watergate is. Maybe Richard Nixon resigned because he had the hot water turned off in the White House. It could be anything. Watergate was a big deal. But now everything's called Gate. Everything. Doesn't matter. Sports, business, anytime anything happens, we always coin the term. So William Safire, you won. You won. So there's something called Barçagate. That's what they're calling it. They're literally calling it Barçagate. The people in Barcelona who are calling it Barçagate, I wonder if they know the etymology and the provenance of Watergate and why it's called Gate at all. In any case, here's what's going on in Barcelona, and it's quite strange. There have been arrests. Have you ever heard of Josep Maria Bartomeu? Ex-Barcelona president. Have you ever heard of Oscar Grau, the club CEO? How about the head lawyer, Roman Gomez Ponte? Any of those guys? Doesn't matter. Guess what they are? They're in handcuffs. 3 of the top executives who worked at Barca, as in Barcelona, as in Lionel Messi, as in Camp Nou, arrested. And here's what they did. A radio station, I don't know when it happened, sometime earlier in the pandemic, maybe even before the pandemic, like early 2020, some radio station came out with an accusation that they had done investigative journalism and found that the head of Barca, the top guys, had hired a firm, and that firm had burner accounts on social media, and those accounts were saying negative things about players on Barcelona. They were saying negative things about the current administration. Basically, they were trying to stir up the social media community in order to achieve their objectives, to keep their jobs, get more power, whatever their objectives were. They were just attacking people, these accounts. And it turns out that these accounts were all from a company, a social media marketing company. It turns out that these guys hired that company. They denied ever, after the investigation came out, hey, I didn't know what they were doing. We didn't know. We just hired a marketing company. All of a sudden, you're telling me that this company is going rogue. They went rogue. They're a rogue marketing company is their claim. So let me explain to you how it works when you hire a marketing company. You put on an RFP, request for proposal. You send it out to a bunch of different firms. In Miami, we would do Hispanic marketing and Anglo marketing. In Montreal, we did French marketing and English marketing. You send out this RFP, people respond, you interview. They respond and give you a presentation. Here's what we are going to do to satisfy your RFP. You want increased season ticket holders. You want better corporate sponsorships. You want engagement in the community. Here are the steps we are going to take to get that done. Do you like it? Let us know. Here's our retainer. You need $10,000 a month just because we want that. Then on top of that, you have to budget $250,000 for development of the proposal. And then you have to do $1 million ad budget where you're buying ads on social media. Used to be in the newspapers, by the way. They'd give you a plan of every newspaper you're going to buy an ad in and when it would run, what day, how much it would cost. We're going to do the following 3 commercials. They're going to cost this amount to shoot. They're going to run this many times on the following channels. So if you're going to hire us, make sure you budget X in order to carry out the plan that you asked us to present to you. So you go through, we know the budget. We go back to them and say, we like your ideas, but you're going to have to cut here, cut here, cut here, because you only have $2 million, not $10 million. Let us know. They come back. At the end, you've got a complete plan from A to Z. Every dollar, you know where it's going. Everyone. The claim of these guys is that they had no idea what this marketing firm was doing. It is beyond credibility. I think the word is credulity. Is that a word, Coca? Can you check that? credulity. I really do believe that is a word. But again, it's Monday. So these guys are arrested because what was going on was actually illegal, what these guys were doing, what this marketing firm was doing. The minute the investigation came out, the marketing firm got fired, as though that's going to convince the police and the investigators and the general public, oh, they fired him. They had nothing to do with it. Thank you. It is a word, Coca. A tendency to be too ready to believe that something is real or true. Beyond credulity. I'm the worst pronunciator. Do you hear my tummy right now, by the way? It is growling. Are you getting that in the microphone? I'm growling right now. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't sleep a lot. I didn't even get to watch a movie. I just was staring at the ceiling. In any case, so what's going to happen next in Barcelona, just as a small, quick FYI, is that these guys are actually going to be charged with crimes because you cannot sully, slander, libel. You just can't do it. It's not allowed.